बालचंद विजाबई भाखा दुह नहीं लग गई दुज्जन हासा ओ परमेसर हर सिर सोहै ईणिच्चे नाड़ मन मोहै. I am Deepa Mishra from the Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysuru, and I am delighted to welcome you to this learning journey into the Mithila language. Before we begin learning alphabets, words, or sentence structures, let us pause for a moment and understand where this language comes from. Because a language is never separate from its land, its people, and its cultural soul. Mithila or Mithilapuri is the land of Janak as mentioned in the ancient scriptures of Hinduism. Mithila is the land where Goddess Lakshmi took the avatar of Sita and chose this land to become Princess Sita as the daughter of King Janak. Mithila is an ancient cultural region in the Indian subcontinent. It holds a unique place in history, literature, and tradition. Known for its rich heritage, philosophical depth, and artistic brilliance, Mithila spans across northern Bihar in India and parts of the eastern Terai region of Nepal. This land is not just a geographical entity. It is a cradle of civilization that nurtured scholars, saints, and poets, leaving an indelible mark on South Asian culture. Let's learn about the boundaries of Mithila. When we say Mithila, people often relate to the kingdom as mentioned in the Ramayana. However, at present, there is no state called Mithila. So, the question remains, what is the geographical region of Mithila? As mentioned in the Ramayana, the geography of Mithila is defined by the Gandaki river in the west, the Ganga river in the south, the Himalayas in the north, and the Mahananda river or Kaushiki river in the east. The Mithila region encompasses modern-day northern parts of Bihar in India and the Terai region of Nepal. The capital of Mithila, as per the ancient scriptures, is Janakpur, which lies at present in Nepal. The land of Mithila is a fertile plain enriched by rivers like Kosi, Bagmati, and Kamala. Its alluvial soil and abundant water resources have made agriculture the backbone of its economy for centuries. The climate is typically subtropical with hot summers, a monsoon season, and cool winters, influencing the agrarian lifestyle and seasonal festivals of the region. According to a description in the Brihad Vishnu Puran, Mithila was 24 yojans, 192 miles long, and 16 yojans, 128 miles wide. This district included parts of undivided Champaran, Muzaffarpur, Darbhanga, Munger, Bhagalpur, and Purnia, as well as the southern Terai region of Nepal, including districts like Saptari, Mohtari, Morang, and Sarlahi. Actually, the boundaries of Mithila mentioned above are likely subject to change. This is because the source of the Kosi river is never fixed due to floods, causing its shift every few years. However, based on a historical event, these boundaries of Mithila were valid until 1557 AD. In 1816, the East India Company and the Gorkha Kingdom of Nepal signed a treaty to end the Anglo-Nepalese War that lasted from 1814 to 1816. This treaty is known as the Treaty of Sugauli. Under this treaty, a portion of the Mithila region separated from India and came under the jurisdiction of Nepal. In Nepal, this region is known as the Eastern Terai or Mithila. The region known as Mithila lies between 25° and 27° north latitude and 84° and 87° east longitude. The region receives an average annual rainfall of 127 cm. The minimum temperature is 7 degrees Celsius and the maximum is 42 degrees Celsius. The geography of Mithila. Mithila is a unique geographical region bounded by rivers and mountains. It is primarily a flat, fertile alluvial plain crisscrossed by numerous rivers originating in the Himalayas. Due to its flat terrain and fertile soil, Mithila boasts a rich diversity of biological resources, but frequent flooding prevents people from fully capitalizing on these resources. Located between the Ganges and the Himalayas, Mithila has 15 major rivers: Kosi, Kamla, Vidyapati, Advara, Gedwa, Bagmati, Baghor, Birja, Budi Gandak, Ikshwavati, Lakhandai, Gandaki, Buthi Balan, Dhemura, and Jivach. These rivers regularly flood, depositing silt on agricultural land. These floods also cause loss of life and property. The abundance of small and large ponds and the numerous rivers make the region famous for its fish and water chestnuts, popularly known as makhan. Historical background of Mithila. Videh Madhav came to the banks of Saraswati and expanded the Aryan civilization in Mithila and laid the foundation of the Janak dynasty. Siradhwaj, the father of Mother Sita, belonged to this dynasty. This dynasty's rule over Mithila is estimated to have lasted from 3000 BC to 600 BC. This period is known as the Golden Age of Civilization and Culture. During this period, sages like Janak and Yagyavalkya and learned women like Gargi and Maitreyi flourished. When later Videha kings abandoned the concerns of the kingdom and followed the path of knowledge and became ascetics, Mithila came under the joint rule of the Bajji Republic. The Bajji Republic's rule is believed to have lasted from 600 BC to 325 AD. This was the period when Buddhism flourished. The Bajji Sangh, after uniting several times and displaying their valor, were finally defeated by Ajatashatru and became subjugated. Since then, Mithila's history has been one of the defeat and subjugation. It was ruled by the Magad and Gupta kings and again under Harshvardhana. In the late of 8th century, the Pala kings of Bengal established their hegemony, and in 1097 AD, Karnat dynasty Kshatriya king Nanyadev laid the foundation of an independent Mithila kingdom. As a result, Mithila began to regain its former glory. After the fall of the Karnat dynasty, the Oinavar dynasty under the central Islamic rule of Delhi began to rule in the mid-14th century. This rule lasted until the first half of the 16th century. During this dynasty, great poets like Kavi Kokil Vidyapati emerged, who gave literary prestige to the common language of Mithila. After the fall of the Oinavar dynasty in 1557 AD, Maharaja Dhiraj Mahesh Thakur founded the Khandbala dynasty. India was declared an independent country in 1947, which also had an impact on Mithila. The nomenclatures of Mithila. According to ancient texts, Mithila has been given many names, but the name Mithila has been used most often. The Brihad Vishnu Puran mentions 12 names of Mithila. Mithila ter bhuktisha vedehi naimikananam Jnanashilam Kripapitham Swaranalangal Paddhati Janaki Janmabhumischa Nirapeksha Vikalmasha Ramanandakari Vishwabhavani Nityamangala. While most of these names reflect the local characteristics of Mithila, 3 names for this reason are quite famous: Videh, Mithila and Tirhut. Mithila is the birthplace of Sita, daughter of King Janak and the lady protagonist of the epic Ramayana. This land was named Mithila after King Mithi. Videha was named after Mithila's original ruler, Videh or Vidhe Madhav. One of the Mithila's most famous names is Tirhut. The name Tirhut is not mentioned in Valmiki's Ramayana or other ancient texts. This suggests that Tirhut is a more recent name than Mithila. The name Tirhut is said to be a distorted form of Tir Bhukti. Mithi, after whom this region's most famous name Mithila was born from the body of his father Nimi. Therefore, he was called Janak. After him, the kings of that dynasty adopted the title of Janak. The famous Janak of this dynasty was Sita's father, Siradhwaj Janak. Among the major cities of Mithila within India, the notable cities are Madhubani, Darbhanga, Samastipur, Saharsa, Bhagalpur, Supol, Sitamarhi, Shivhar, Begusarai, Muzaffarpur, Madhepura, Kishanganj, Purnia, Katihar, Araria, Munger, Baka, Lakhisarai, Jamui, Shekhpura, etc. The Mithila region in Nepal includes notable cities like Janakpur, Biratnagar, Itahari, Dharan, etc. Mithila has always been an agricultural region. The land is flat and fertile. The major cereals grown here includes rice, wheat, finger millet, ragi or marwa, maize, etc. Oil seeds include mustard, linseed, sesame, etc. Pulses include lentils, gram, pea gram, khesari, green gram, etc. Farmers here also produce tobacco, various spices, and a variety of vegetables. Mithila is a leading producer of fruits like mango and lychee, as well as banana, jackfruit, and guava. Thus, Mithila, with its glorious history, has been a land of scholars, fertile and full of wealth, grains, and fruits and flowers. Thank you for being part of this journey. The journey ahead will help you build confidence, cultural awareness, and a meaningful connection with one of India's most expressive and graceful languages. We are glad to walk this path of learning and discovery with you. Let us move forward with curiosity, respect, and love for language and begin our journey together with Maithili. Thank you.